House Democrats are preparing for impeachment over last week's assault on the U.S. Capitol. In a letter today, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi outlined plans to make President Trump the first president to be impeached twice. Here's CBS News correspondent Nancy Chen.
Monday morning, House Democrats plan to call on Vice President Pence and President Trump's cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove him from office. If that doesn't work, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Democrats will begin impeachment efforts, accusing the president of inciting an insurrection at the Capitol. Speaker Pelosi spoke to 60 Minutes' Leslie Stahl.
Won't that take more than the 10 days? And does it actually make sense?
Well, I like the 25th Amendment because it gets rid of him. He's out of office. But there is strong support in the Congress for impeaching the president a second time. This president is guilty of inciting insurrection. He has to pay a price for that.
Two Republican senators have called for the president to resign. Others want him to ride out his term until the inauguration.
My personal view is that the president touched the hot stove on Wednesday and is unlikely to touch it again.
The FBI has been using photos and video to track down those involved in the assault. Sunday, arresting two men who allegedly took plastic restraints into the Capitol. Eric Munchell, seen here, was arrested in Nashville. The White House lowered flags to half staff after the death of a second U.S. Capitol police officer, and police honored fallen officer Brian Sicknick with a procession near the Capitol. Nancy Chen, CBS News.
On Tuesday, the president travels to the Texas border along with Mexico to mark the completion of more than 400 miles of border wall. More fallout from Wednesday's crisis at the Capitol. House members might have been exposed to someone testing positive for COVID-19 as they sheltered in place during the siege. They were at an undisclosed location. There are reports some lawmakers and staff were furious when video surfaced of GOP legislators not wearing masks in the room during the lockdown. In a highly unusual move, American diplomats have drafted two cables condemning President Trump's incitement of Wednesday's deadly Capitol assault. In one cable, the career, foreign, and civil service officers urged the State Department to explicitly denounce the president's role in the attack. In the second cable, they write, failing to publicly hold the president to account would further damage our democracy and our ability to effectively accomplish our foreign policy goals abroad. Diplomats are also calling for administration officials to support invoking the 25th Amendment to remove the president from office.